impending New World Order. And this is supposedly going to make everything all right. And that is after they first of all reduced the world's population to 500 million people, which is, I believe, their stated plan. A population reduction of that magnitude means that the overwhelming mass or majority, for them it won't be okay because they would have been eliminated. You know, this figure is probably what would be the end result of the Great Tribulation, the tribulation that's banging on our doors. So it's no accident that this figure was chosen. You know, Satan loves to play games with the scriptures. He takes a bit and a piece here and he just puts it down and comes up with things that are new and exciting, and everybody grabs hold of it. You know, many of these people, these channelers, and the people who are getting information from channelers, are telling us that their sources are good. Sorry? How could they be good? They're getting their information from Satan's kingdom. You know, I do not believe for a moment that Satan understands the Bible. He can read. Of course he can read. But revelation of the Bible requires the Holy Spirit. The book of Revelation makes it quite clear. It is addressed to the servants of Christ. And I don't think Satan qualifies. That's Revelation 1:1, the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. You know, we have explained it on our videos and documents that Babylon is the Vatican. All roads do lead to Rome. Regardless of what's on the surface, behind it, they are there. So who are the main players in this proposed New World Order? Well, it is the English-speaking nations who have been identified as biblical Israel. Oh, they've got the false Jews pushing them and prodding them. But that's where those are the main forces behind it. With, of course, the nation called Israel. Well, this sets us a problem, a gigantic problem, even an insurmountable problem. You know, I referred you to there will be no revival, the northern army, biblical Israel, Judah, and the country called Israel. They are going to be punished by the northern army. They can make all the plans they want for a new world order. You go and read the book of Joel and you will see it there for yourself. It's only 3 chapters. If you don't want to do that, look at our revival document, look at the revival video, the Northern Army document or the Northern Army video. To be sure, there are NWO plans and many are advanced. But what is certain is that they're not as advanced as they could and should be. They thought everything would be wrapped up by the year 2000. So something has gone very wrong, hasn't it? Well, yes, it has. So what has gone wrong? Well, they haven't factored the eternal God into their equations. And if you don't factor God into any equation in your personal life, it will go wrong. Your entire life will go wrong. Your health will go wrong. Your finances will go wrong. And I'm not preaching health and wealth, certainly not. You never see me asking for money. So the NWO plans, New World Order plans, will continue to go wrong with one faction fighting against the other. That's how Satan's kingdom is. It's a kingdom of confusion. We are living in a world of delusion if we think that Satan's government is orderly. You know, just look at the world governments and you can see, because they are Satan's tools. I said to you earlier, he was the god of this world. Right now, almost out of the blue, Russia is flexing its military muscles. And it does not care one little bit what anyone says. And who can do anything about it anyway? And the answer is no one. I found it amazing that I was moved to go and do this Northern Army, and no sooner than I explained the Northern Army, than the Northern Army sprung into action. Okay, it will be more than them because it's the families of the North. It's not just Russia, but you have to go to the video to see that. And they will be accompanied by a nation from the sides of the earth. Go to the video and you'll see it there. Now Putin has made it very clear that he is going to start pointing his nuclear missiles at the people who he considers threatening him. The Americans are trying to build bases to encircle Russia. They want to put an anti-missile screen in Poland. So they say, whether they'll do it or not, that's another matter, because they lie as well. All of Satan's governments lie. Well, Putin said, we know you have these very accurate weapons, but don't worry, I'm not too bothered about them. Because if you dare to come and encroach on us, we will not be using these supremely accurate, or supposedly supremely accurate weapons. We will simply be using nuclear weapons. Tactical, as they like to be called. So I don't believe Putin is losing too much sleep, really. You know, we have been told that he has ordered his battleships in the Asia there to be upgraded to have long-range intercontinental ballistic missiles. He has also warned Poland not to accept the anti-missile shield. He told them that since you have said you're going to accept it, you are a prime target. You know what? Putin means it. I would like to see him make a joke. You ever seen him making jokes? No. Syria has invited him to put his weapons on their soil. I came across yesterday a very interesting article by somebody I've never heard of before called Karl Schwarz, and it's Karlschwarz. I suggest you Google him, because he's got his finger on the pie and he is supporting precisely what I am saying. Precisely. Russia has made it clear that it is not going to allow Georgia to be rearmed at any price. It's not going to happen. You know, as he says, Russia just drew a line in the sand. It stops, or the biggest shitstorm ever on this planet is what is coming next. I don't mind using that word, because that is what is going to happen. Russia has just made it abundantly clear that the Russians are not going to be subjected to war crimes and genocide by these Zionist New World Order thugs any longer.